What's up, good people? It's your boy DJTheParkBoy. We in the building. Episode 3 of the L.I.M.E show, right here on the Next Up Network. I'm glad y'all here joining me. Right before we get in here, make sure y'all go like, subscribe, comment, and share this video. Help it grow. Support the show. I appreciate it. We're gonna get right back into the BS. I gotta be cocky in this moment because I really appreciate the fact that it's a continuation of things I said was gonna happen. Giannis is that man, and y'all watched the ending of the game. That was amazing. That was amazing. Those were the moments that help establish people's legacies. The strip steal from Drew Holiday taking the ball from Devin Booker, running up court, and Giannis running the court, getting the alley-oop to close out the game. That's stuff from like Disney books, you know what I'm saying? That stuff right there looks so amazing to watch and see, and they did it. They're one game away. I said whoever wins on the road will take this, because so far nobody wanted to lose on the road in the first 4 games. I figured that's gonna have to change, or Phoenix was just gonna win all the games at home. But the Bucks had a different idea of what was going to take place, because again, in my opinion, it was amazing. Like, wow. We're gonna go right here and look. As you see, Giannis, he had 32, but he had to close out. That was the closeout basket. It was the play of plays. If they win this, they're gonna show that highlight on TV so many times, because that's how good of a play it was. It was amazing instincts and wit from Drew Holiday to come down and drop in coverage, to come strip the ball. It's not his man. He came and played help defense on the guy who's already double teamed in the play. He comes, steal the ball, runs up court, and throws it to Giannis. Again, that would be a highlight for their careers. They're one game away from making that play help define this championship run, because that play will define the championship run, unless it's something super amazing that's going to take place that we won't expect. Like, I was not expecting that at the end of the game. Chris Middleton, that boy good. That boy is good. He turns up when he needs to turn up. And people have been waiting for Chris Middleton to have these moments to come up here with Giannis, for him to really be that Robin to Giannis Batman, and it showed. Cause he's out there shooting the ball, nothing but net when the game's on the line. He's making baskets when it counts, and he don't care how many times he missed, cause he like, give me the ball. I'm going to shoot. Give me the ball. This is my shot. I want it. I'm going to take this. Drew Holiday, he has a 14 plus minus. That boy is really good. Like, when he's on the floor, he plays defense. And the fact that he gave 27 points to go with 13 assists, come on now. When those 3 are clicking like that, it's hard to do anything. And the fact that Phoenix started off the game early with a lead, and Milwaukee just chipped away. They don't give up in the game. On the other side, Devin Booker had a 40-piece. Nice 40-piece, but again, when the game mattered the most and the lead slipped away and you needed something to happen for your team, nothing happened in that instance. Nothing. I mean, not enough. And then again, when the game was on the line and the ball was in Devin Booker's hand, Drew Holiday comes up, takes the ball, because his basketball IQ was higher in that situation. In that moment, Drew Holiday made the correct play. Not everybody knows how to make the correct play in the moment, and he did. Risk it. When you risking it like that, you have to know what you're doing in a lot of cases. And some people are so good at risk, you're okay with them taking them. Because if they get burned by the risk, they usually make up for it. And Again, basketball IQ was amazing in that situation. I believe the Bucks are going to take this one. They're going to put it away. I mean, what else can we expect in that moment? We saw them fight, we saw them claw, we saw them scratch, we saw them come out there and do something nice, but it really wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. So we're going to see them chasing the hopes of changing the outcome of this series. Can the Suns win on the road? I don't know. I don't expect it. Again, I thought the Bucks were going to take this the whole time. Giannis has been that man. He stayed down till he became great. And it's hard to argue against his production and the things that he's accomplished because he looks good at what he does. Really good at what he does. Something that I also wanted to get across was Giannis is only 26. Let me bring that up on the screen for y'all. Because boom, here we are right here. Giannis is only 26. So if he gets a ring now, he's gonna be in rarefied air. He's the A guy. He's the Batman at 26, leading his team to a championship. This is his team, 100%. He stayed down till he came up, and I hate to use that against LeBron, but I have to use it against LeBron. Giannis has stayed down till he came up. People say, oh, who wants to play in Cleveland? Who wants to go play in Milwaukee? Historically, what big free agents have ever went to Milwaukee? I'll wait till somebody gives me an answer there to say, oh yeah, they went inside. No, Giannis came there. He developed his game. He became a great player. Now he's on the path of becoming an all-time great player because at 26, if he wins this championship, he has a highlight ending to a game. He has 2 MVPs. He has Defensive Player of the Year awards. He has All-Stars. He's already on track. I know people going to hate this, but he's on track to surpass LeBron. Let that soak in. Is he as marketable as LeBron? No. He's the Greek freak. He's amazing. He's good. He's nice. But he doesn't have a signature shoe that's selling out everywhere. LeBron James has a marketability that's unparalleled when it comes into NBA players. Because when it comes to marketing, he's blowing everybody away. Only other person who might be close to him is Steph. Other than that, LeBron has it in marketing. But Giannis has a chance to already put pressure on the heels of LeBron towards the twilight of LeBron's career. Because he's 26. Where's the Bucks team going to go? Right now, it's looking like they're going nowhere but up. They have the East. Nobody has the answer in the East for real. And as long as Chris Middleton does what Chris Middleton does, and they made the correct trade when they went and got Drew Holiday to come and play perimeter defense because his plus minus has been off the roof. He doesn't even have to score, and his positive impact on the game is felt because he plays defense, he hustles, he makes instinctive basketball plays when it matters. So they went and got their third man that they needed to help elevate Chris Middleton and Giannis. It turned out to be Drew Holiday. And man, they can be here for a while. Giannis is 26. He signed with the team before he even sniffed the finals. So I have to give him credit there. LeBron went to a finals. And then he left Cleveland. He went to go team up in Miami on Dwayne Wade's Miami Heat team. Either way you want to look at it, Wade already won a championship there, which he really carried Shaq in that finals. Shaq was important on that team, but Wade went crazy. He willed Miami to that championship. He did. I don't know how else you're going to look at that, but he truly did. And again, I don't want to keep knocking LeBron. I like LeBron. Off the court, LeBron is that man. He is. He's that guy. And I always got to make sure I reference that because off the court, I don't think anybody can really compete or compare to what LeBron has done because he has really, really great accomplishments. But Giannis is nipping on the heels right now. He gets this championship at 26. That's younger than when Jordan did it. And it's going to be younger than when LeBron did it. So again, he's nipping on the heels of greatness. He has a chance to elevate himself into conversations nobody thought he was going to be elevated to when he came out in that draft. Because I remember when he came out that draft. I'm a Wizards fan. We took Bradley Beal with the third pick in that draft. And Giannis went like 15th, something like that. 15th pick in the draft. It's up here on the screen. I'm looking at it. Like, nobody thought Giannis was going to become the actual Greek freak that we're watching. He dominates the paint. And again, he's nipping on the heels of greatness, in my opinion. It's going to sound like a lot of LeBron hate. I don't want it to be viewed as a lot of LeBron hate again. Amazing. It's amazing a lot of the things LeBron's accomplished. So before I get into any critiques, I'm going to give him a shout out. You pull it up here. Space Jam: A New Legacy steals the ball away from Black Widow with $31 million plus opening, best for family pick, and Warner Brothers during the pandemic. So congrats to LeBron James on having the #1 movie in the box office. I told you guys last time I was going to come back and I was going to have a review of Space Jam. And to keep it in perspective, I watched the first Space Jam before I watched the second Space Jam. And boy, oh boy, I hate remakes. I really hate remakes. And the remake of Space Jam, A New Legacy, should have been left on the shelf. No offense, LeBron. Y'all made money, but boy, did it suck. Yeah, I've read a lot of reviews, so I may have been, people could say I've been skewed, maybe a little biased. But no. I watched the movie with other people to get their unbiased opinion. I didn't talk about any reviews I saw, anything like that. We just watched both movies back to back and talked about it. It is not comparable. It is not the same. But they did make money. They had the #1 movie in the box office. But I did not like how LeBron was portrayed in the movie. I always like to state that off the court, LeBron James has always come off as one of the most amazing basketball players I've ever read about. Because I've never met him personally. I've never had any personal interactions with him. I only know him about what's in the news and what he does on the basketball court. LeBron is an amazing individual off the basketball court. So the fact that they made him the biggest asshole in the world as a parent in the movie, that was his role. He played the asshole parent who doesn't pay attention or care about what his kids say. He just wants them to do as he says. He doesn't view any of the other great things that they do if it's not related to basketball. So that's the beginning premise of the movie. And then they have to go fight against like an AI. A computer program comes up with a pitch to LeBron. LeBron doesn't like it, so he feels he's going to take revenge on LeBron, and that's how we get into the theme of this new Space Jam movie. I did not like it, and it was super. I mean, it's a kid's movie. I'm looking at it from a grown-up perspective, probably, but it was pretty corny of a movie. That was the consensus that we came to. I mean, it was a couple people said they liked it, but they acknowledged it was pretty corny. And not only that, they really tried to push a lot of cross marketing. Any product that Warner Brothers had, they pushed in this movie. I mean, they pushed everything. Anything Warner Brothers owned, their catalog is huge. They made sure to do a lot of cross marketing. They try to get some synergizing in there for their old products or any other products they may want to push. Yeah, I just wasn't feeling the movie. Maybe I need to watch it again 2 or 3 times. I don't know if I'm not going to do that. But maybe that's the case. I need to see it with a different lens. Maybe see it one more time. Give it another look. And I think the unpopular opinion, and people might hate my opinion for saying this, but Space Jam cannot compete without R. Kelly writing songs on the soundtrack. He's a dirty, nasty guy, but damn, that boy good. Cause I Believe I Can Fly played at the end of Space Jam, and I was in here believing I can fly. Yeah, R. Kelly has hits. He has one of the greatest catalogs, and it sucks that he's in the situation he's in. He put himself in that situation. You got to deal with the consequences of your actions. But damn, Space Jam needed a I Believe I Can Fly. It needed something. It needed R. Kelly on the soundtrack. People gonna be mad at me for saying that, but guess what? It's my show. So yeah, they missed R. Kelly. That was a huge negative. Yeah, there's nothing else to say about that one. They LeBron, hopefully, whatever his next movie is, he can get his acting chops up. Not only did they have him play an asshole father, but his acting was a little atrocious. Not to be hating. Not to be hating. I'm just saying. Jordan wasn't an actor neither. And I'm pretty sure he was going to be a shitty father if they offered him the role. I'm LeBron James. We can find a different angle other than me being a shitty father. I could have been a good father, and my son's video game still got us sucked in the game, almost like Jumanji, the remake. Boom, there you go. I just don't like the way they had a black man coming off as an asshole father. It's LeBron James. He's never been viewed in that light. Maybe I'm just overthinking it. It's acting. People take roles. And not all the roles are going to be good roles, going to be beautiful roles, but it's LeBron. He's playing a basketball player. You could have did something else. That's just my opinion. Of course, my opinion doesn't shape the world or decisions at Warner Brothers, so they going to do what they do. It became a money grab, in my opinion. The movies are not comparable. First Space Jam is much better, in my opinion. There was some cool stuff in the second Space Jam. It's not all hate. It's definitely not all hate. There had some couple laughs in there. The rap battle was a little outrageous for me. In the middle of the basketball game, they just decide to rap. Okay. Notorious P.I.G. It was weird, man. It was weird. I was not expecting that. Yet it happened. And since we're speaking on LeBron James, I'm going to keep it close to him because apparently his agent, Rich Paul, is dating Adele. Ooh, wee. Ooh, wee. That boy has leveled up. And that's why I say LeBron James is one of the most amazing people off the court. Because not only was he the number one pick in the draft, he made sure to put all his boys in position so they can succeed in every situation possible. And now look at Rich Paul. Look at that boy. He courtside with Adele, flexing. From the article here, it says LeBron James' agent Rich Paul's dating singer Adele. ESPN's Brian Windhorst said on the late night podcast following Saturday's Game 5 of the NBA Finals between Milwaukee and Phoenix. James, whose movie Space Jam just came out, attended Game 5 to support good friend Chris Paul of the Phoenix Suns. Paul and Adele also sat courtside at the Phoenix Footprint Center. Rich Paul brings his girlfriend to the game to sit next to LeBron. His girlfriend is Adele. Windhorst said, Rich Paul is at the game with Adele. This is the first time they've come out in public together. So this will be all over the tabloids, especially in England tomorrow. I'm going to ask y'all. Y'all let me know in the comments. Is this a W? How big of a W is this for Rich Paul? Because, Adele's one of the biggest artists in the world. So now my boy gets to roll in the deep, if you get what I mean. Don't cancel me, y'all. I'm just getting started. I know some people be offended by some of my opinions, but guess what? I don't give a fuck. That's something when I was in high school, we had a science teacher. That used to be his favorite slogan. He said, "Life is short, so live it." And anytime something to come up that'd be bad, he'd just say, "I don't give a fuck." And he do his little dance with it, man. So if you hate me, I'm here. We here. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have some people that's gonna ride or die, and some people that's gonna hate. We let them hate if they hate, because that's what haters do. So, getting to the next story right here. There's another thing that I know people gonna be mad at me about. My opinion is gonna be maybe a little off, a little different than the norm or what other people may want to go with it. But Kid Cudi responds to critics of his painted nails, saying "fuck way off." Kid Cudi is addressing negativity surfaced on social media over his painted nails this weekend. Cudi shared a Mando Cud selfie, a Mando Cud, on Instagram that showed off the Mandalorian inspired helmet plus orange and blue manicure. Plus an orange and blue manicure. My bad. I'm reading this off the small screen, not the bigger one. My bad, folks. But he ended the night deactivating his comment section on the post. Turned my comments off Instagram. Seems people really have a problem with me painting my nails. The rapper wrote on Twitter, "I got tired of blocking so many accounts. I really need you to understand, if you don't like me doing this or anything I do, please don't buy my albums, don't come to my shows, fuck way off." And then he tweeted, "Thanks." After that. So Kid Cudi's upset because people gonna troll. People always have an opinion about anything that's in the public. One thing I never understood is people understand anything you put into the public will have comments and ridicule no matter what you do. No matter what you do. So when you decide to share anything with the public, you have to have the understanding that people will have their opinions on what you do. In the area, I seen people make statements on this statement saying like, "What's wrong, man? I'm so toxic. Why can't they just ignore? Why do you care what another man does?" And I like to play devil's advocate in that situation. That's why a lot of people either gonna like me or hate me, because I'm always looking at it from different lenses on a lot of issues. But boy, do people hate Kevin Samuels. I love him. A lot of his opinions and his takes are 100% factual. The problem is, a lot of people don't like hearing the truth. Me right now, I'm bigger than what I've been. I picked on some weight during quarantine. So guess what my fat ass has been doing? I've been going jogging. After I get everything up and running for my other business, I take 30 minutes out the day now to go jogging. I'm getting over 2 miles now within my running time, almost up to 3 miles in the 30 minutes. Trust me, y'all, I'm a fat boy. I'm trying to get back. But I went running today because I understand that, one, I got to get back in shape. I really do have to get back in shape. Two, would also be a falsehood for somebody to tell me I am still in shape or I'm looking good. I am getting fat. That's the facts. That's the honesty. So I had to take that. I had to take accountability for the fat shit I've been putting inside my system. I've been eating good during this quarantine. Really, 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 really good. Really good. Trust me. I've been eating amazing. I've been taking vacations. I've been living life. And I have not been hitting the gym. So a fact became I got fat. So anytime somebody made a comment or a joke about me getting fat, guess what? It was reality. Because if I went to go put on a shirt or anything else that I would normally wear, It would not fit the same. That's a symptom of being fat. But it's a fact. But if we hold the standard the other way around, somebody would really take offense to that if you just openly say, nah, you fat. You need to go lose some weight because everybody's supposed to be beautiful the way they are. That's not the way reality works in the world. The world does have beauty standards that everybody may not agree to. I don't agree that some of these people they put up on beauty standards deserve to be in the slots that they are. I really be amazed by some of the people who are picked to be these super gorgeous people. It amazes me. I'm not the one who creates the standard. I just live within the society of which the standard has already been created. So, for me to understand, just to bring it back to a different point, I went to the beach not too long ago. I posted a picture of me at the beach, and my summer body's nasty. It was nasty. I'm not gonna lie, but guess what? I don't care. I flex on my haters. So I put the picture up, and I did get comments about I need to hit the gym. Boy, you getting fat. All of that. But I expect that because guess what? One, I have a good sense of humor. I already know my friends are assholes. They're gonna comment and joke about anything. That's just the way we are. But the facts were facts. People will comment on things you put out in the public. And if your argument is people should disregard anything Kid Cudi does because it's toxic masculinity for them to have a comment or opinion to something that's in the public sphere, why can't the same standard be held against people who just dislike Kevin Samuels? Like, people really have whole hate groups and whole counter argument pages to say that he hates black women. Now, I've watched the show with black women, and I like to have a conversation about the things he says because, obviously, if you're here with me, you know I don't hate you. If you've been around me my whole life, you know I love women, especially black women. Y'all the best. I love black women a lot. I love black women. So, when we have conversations about certain things, it's like, boy, I've been saying for the longest, maybe you should plan having a kid. Plan out your life some. Take responsibilities. And I used to have arguments with people who tell me I need to mind my business. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm talking about. You can be a good mom even if you got a single parent house, which is true. You could be an amazing parent at a single parent house, but statistics show you have a greater chance of raising a better kid in a two-parent household. But if we acknowledge this fact with single black parents or just single parents in general, they will take offense to these statements. Even though a fact is a fact. We can go research it, we can Google it, we can look at it how we want to, we can change the shape, the metric, all of it's going to come out the same, however you want to look at it. Do I agree with Cudi being able to paint his nails? It's America. You do what the hell you want. I'm more of a libertarian. I believe in people's social lives, they should be able to do what the fuck they want. As long as you're not bothering me, as long as you're not physically harming, you can spew anything you want. You can say what you want. You can have hate speech if you want. We live in America. It's your right to be ostracized for whatever the fuck you want to say or whatever you decide you want to do. But it's your right to do it. Again, I'm on a public platform. People may disagree with a take on, like, say, for instance, R. Kelly should have been on the second soundtrack because they missed him. I Believe I Could Fly was an amazing song. And if you want to disagree with that, you can. It's your right. I made a public statement. If you want to ridicule me for that, it's your right to. What I think is the right thing to do? No. But again, it's your prerogative. It's your prerogative to make statements on things done in public spheres. I don't understand why people do things in public and then cry about it later, why people have opinions that you don't agree with. Keep your shit private. That's all you have to do. Keep your shit private. But people just seem to think that's the hardest thing to do in the world. I mean, if you want to paint your nails, again, your prerogative. We live in America. You have the right to do anything you want. as long as you're not harming other people or causing other people to harm other people, you have the right to live your life. But you also have to understand people have the right to disagree with the way you live. And again, I'm not telling Cuddy he shouldn't paint his nails. Not telling other people they shouldn't defend Cuddy by saying people should be able to mind their business and not force him to turn off his comments. But I also live in a world where you can't silence people because your feelings are offended by what people say. And that seems like that's the world that we keep getting closer and closer to. If you don't agree with somebody wanting to be 100% whatever they are, you're offensive, you're toxic, you need to be canceled. And that's a crazy standard to live in. Freedom of speech is a beautiful thing. Really beautiful thing, you know what I'm saying? I'm here kicking my shit the way I want to because freedom of speech. The ability to promote and say what I want out of my mouth. And the fact that people just hate, that people don't go with the consensus of what's said really harms our society and where we want to go. It does. But, I mean, we're not going to stick on that forever. Again, it's Cuddy's choice to do what he want with his life. Don't be a hater. Don't be a hater. I'm never for being a hater. But I'm also for, if you put something in the public sphere, it's everybody's right to comment on whatever the hell you decide to do. Don't cry about it. Don't put it in the public and then cry about people not agreeing or people making fun of or people doing any of that because you're talking to a wall. When you look at the real society in public, you're talking to a wall. Because in life, we understand you have a public life and a personal life. Separate the two. And things you want to do in your private life that you don't want anybody to comment on, that's what you do. That's why it's called a private life. But that ain't the standard we live in America. The standard we live in is we all have to enjoy the alternative lifestyles that people decide to live. Which, again, I'm all for that. I'm more of a libertarian, so I'm more of the fact I don't care what you do. You live your life, I live my life, but I believe we should have safety nets, which is a common thing that I would think most people would agree with. We don't want the government to be the titty that we eat from or get our nutrition from. We want it to give us the opportunity to grow, become a human, and do our thug dizzle. You know what I'm saying? When we out here on these streets, we should be allowed to do what we want outside of that. And I hope that's not as controversial as a take that I believe people would take it as. But I know some people are going to take it the wrong way. And that's cool. Because guess what? This is my show. And I'm back. Been drinking a lot of water and coffee this morning. A lot of water because, again, I said I went running. I'm trying to get back into shape. About to go on vacation. I'm trying to flex a little bit. I started on my summer body late. Some people say it's too late to go work on your summer body, and I say, don't listen to the haters. Haters gonna tell you what they don't want you to do, and you just prove them wrong. You know what I'm saying? Before summer's out, I'm gonna be back. You hear me? I'm out here, and boy, I ain't gonna lie, running kills me. And I'm definitely gonna go hit the gym probably later, go lift some weights, to balance it off, cause running ain't no joke. It get hot out there. You in the elements. I ain't on no treadmill in the AC. I like feeling the actual gravel when I run. So I'm out there. And boy, oh boy, if you ain't ready, you ain't been out there in a long time like me, it hurts to come back. Every time I run, it hurts to come back. And every time I run, I end up running more and more miles, faster times, which is good. But boy, it hurts. So we're gonna keep it pushing right here. I get to rapping sometimes, and that's how life be. You here with me, baby? It's DJ. So right here on our next story, a Nevada woman breaks into a dentist's office and pulls 13 teeth from a patient's mouth, according to a police report. White people do some crazy stuff sometimes. I mean, we be on some ignorant stuff sometimes. But boy, oh boy, breaking into a dentist office to pull somebody's teeth. Now that there is crazy, people. Okay, let me get into the story for you. A Nevada woman broke into a dentist's office, stole money, and pulled 13 teeth from an unconscious patient on two separate occasions, according to Washoe County's police. Deputies allege that Laura, what's that? Each, who is not a dentist, broke into a dentist's office where she claimed she formerly worked. She allegedly stole $22,861 in cash and checks during the May 3rd break-in. Meanwhile, the tooth extraction occurred on a different date than the break-in. Each told detectives she admitted to using aesthetic disposed of by the office. The police said. My bad. I'm reading here off this little small screen. Sometimes it fucks up. I should just look off the big screen since I have like 3 screens up to monitor stuff. I'm trying to get out. I gotta excuse me. I just like using this screen because it's right in front of me. It's the closest one to me. Says she was arrested Wednesday and charged with 2 counts of burglary and 1 count of grand larceny, conspiracy to commit burglary, and perform surgery on another without a medical license. This is the photo of the lady. And boy, Laurel, come on, Laurel. Why'd you do it? Why'd you have to be an asshole? It's one thing for you to steal, but why'd you have to take the person's teeth out their mouth? 13 teeth? 13 of them? That's excessive. What did they do to you? It looked like you just woke up on the wrong side of the bed every day of your life. And I'm pretty sure it's not that person's fault, but you took it out on them. Crazy, insane, deranged. Wow. Like, you can't make this up. This is a real story, y'all. Real deal, Holyfield. She really went and pulled out this guy's teeth in his mouth while he was unconscious. Like, those are fighting words. And no, you should not put your hands on women. But some things are just like, wow. If I woke up and you pulled 13 teeth out my mouth, at what right do I get to go on to an angry rage? If it was a guy, could I beat his ass? Would it be okay then? 13 teeth is kind of excessive. That's all I'm saying. Everybody keep your hands to yourself. That's always been my lesson for everybody. But in some cases, people push you to the limits where you're like, hey, it's okay for me to catch this body. It's okay for me to go whoop that ass. You know what I'm saying? People be asking for it sometimes and pulling 13 teeth out my mouth now and I can't even chew right. Like, come on, y'all. At what point can I say it's okay to whip some ass? Guess they ain't gonna like me for that. But it's cool. Cause guess what? I keeps it pimping. Yes, sir. This is a sad story. This one right here, like, I live here in DC. So this weekend had a lot of gun violence, and this story right here was really crazy. It always sucks to hear of stories like this. But it says mother of 6-year-old fatally shot in Southeast DC is among the wounded. I don't know if you heard, but on Friday there was multiple people shot in Southeast DC. One of them being a 6-year-old girl. Her name was Naya Courtney. She died Friday after being shot. She was caught in the shootout. A car pulled up and they just started shooting everywhere. 6 people were shot total, including her mother. Crazy and sad. Like that's really sad. I could not imagine the grief and the pain that the mother's experiencing right now. I'm hurting. And I have nothing to do with the situation. So that's where I'm coming from with it. Like, man, that shit sucks. Like, it sucks. I remember getting on the bus with my mother late at night. I couldn't imagine if somebody just pulled up and started shooting in our direction because you're trying to get at one person and you shoot everybody up. Like, come on, we gotta do better. We have to do better. We have to do better. 6 years old. It's like, what can you say? What can you do? These stories always gonna suck. They always gonna suck to hear. She's a kid. She's a baby. She did not have a chance to live any of her life, all because of decisions that y'all made. A couple people made these decisions that changed the outcome of her life forever. That changed the outcome of her family forever, her friends forever. People are gonna grieve and be hurt by this. Again, I don't know her, and I'm hurt by hearing the story. It's crazy. It is crazy. Gun violence has been through the roof across America and all the big cities. And I don't know what's the answer. I don't have no answer. I just want the kids to stop getting shot. I want the innocent people to stop being shot. If y'all in the streets and y'all got an issue with each other, y'all need to figure out a way to get up with each other. Because y'all just shooting everywhere and it ain't working. Worst part is when you miss everybody, you miss your target and hit everybody else except your target, which happens in a lot of cases. People just be shooting. Like 6 years old. That's a really, really sad story. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. And I don't want to keep it sad. So, my news part, I gotta get back to a little bit of the BS that's going on here in the world. And when I say the BS, I mean the BS. I have it right here loading up on the screen for y'all so we can boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? We can do it right. It's loading up right now. Oh, I hate when they do that when you click on the link. They just put you in the wrong. When you go click on a link from a page to go pull it up specifically on Twitter, and they just put you all in the person's tweet versus just putting you exactly what the tweet was. And that's what it's currently doing. I'm trying to pull it up so you guys can see this better. But it don't look like it want to work with me. Alright, here we go. Took a little persistence, but we here. We are here, my good people. So, apparently this is a message that came out from Expedia referring to the girls who go get their BBLs done and decide they want to recover down in Miami. So, from Expedia, this message says, this is a general message sent on behalf of blank hotel and only applies to post-surgery recovery guests that have a future reservation with us. If you're not a post-surgery recovery patient, your reservation will remain unchanged and you can disregard this message. Please be aware that as a result of the safety and security guidelines in place for the rest of our guests and our staff, this hotel does not have the infrastructure and equipment to appropriately host guests that are undergoing post-surgery recovery. Please contact us if this applies to your reservation, and we will gladly assist you to modify it. Your health and well-being during your stay is the utmost important to us. Yours truly, front desk talent. And the tweet here in the comments says, laughing my ass off. Miami hotels are fed up with the BBL stays. Crazy. They letting them know like we can't handle what you guys want to do. So I mean, if you don't know what the BBL is, I'm gonna go up here and pull it up for us. We gonna go learn together. I'm not out here getting surgeries. So a BBL, for those who do not know, is the proper term is a Brazilian butt lift. I believe that's when they take the fat from your stomach and inject it into your butt. Let's see what Google says right here. If you click on it, it says during this procedure, your surgeon suctions another area of your body to obtain fat, usually the abdomen, flanks, or thighs, and injects it into the buttocks to add volume. So they down there getting them surgeries done and flying back to Miami thinking they can recover. And these hotels ain't playing with them no more. They are not trying to show them no love. They letting them know it ain't happening. Try again. Crazy situation. We're gonna see how that play out. They really gonna take less money. But I understand they say this health risk. They don't have the infrastructure to support recovery phases. And I can probably believe people probably just taking the cheapest rooms they can get in maybe nice hotels, the cheapest rooms they can get in the nicest hotels, and they're expecting them to compensate for actual recovery facilities for surgery. So I mean, they're gonna have to figure that out one way or another. But they telling them, nah, try again, try someplace else. We ain't doing it. Crazy. Well, it ain't that crazy. I understand. I truly do understand. So we gonna get here to Megan Thee Stallion. Yes. I don't know if y'all saw or heard the announcement, but today it was announced that she's the first rapper on the cover of Sports Illustrated, and I just want to say, yeah, she is looking good. She's looking good. Like one of my mama biscuits for like Martin. You know what I'm saying? Cause, whoo, come on. Like, yes, they say she's the first female rapper to get the cover of Sports Illustrated, and I'm not mad. I am not mad at all. Let's get to the next one. Where we at with it? Oh, no, you slid too fast. We gotta go back. Okay. Yes. Yes. It's a yes from me. It's definitely a yes from me. Meg's looking good on Sports Illustrated. I actually got a rap bar about her. I said I eat Meg like salmon for lunch. And these pictures, make me want some salmon right now. Yes. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Meg. She got the cover. She her career's been looking up ever since the incident. We won't speak on that. We're gonna let the jury play out on that. We're gonna let the facts and evidence come out on that. I'm all about facts and evidence. What are the facts? Can we go to the facts? And that's all we should need in every situation. FACTS. Facts. That's the only way to get to the truth of anything. You need evidence and proof to everything. But damn, Meg is looking good. It is evident. There is proof in the picture. I'm seeing it all. And I'm saying yes. She definitely did that. I'm like, whoo, these were some good pictures. And this is the cover. Oh, hold on. I gotta put the cover back up here for you. Yes. Like, she did it. She did it. She did that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Meg, looking magnificent. Looking like a Sunday biscuit when you're hungry and your grandma can cook the dinner. You smelling dinner when you come in the house. You know what I'm saying? But we want to keep the party going. as I like to say, or as they say inside the Go-Go's, keep the party going. You know what I'm saying? And in other news, and this may be big news for certain people, less of big news for others. Kanye is coming up with a new album. I must admit, Kanye is one of my favorite artists, and I also have to admit, I have not really listened to his last two projects. After Life of Pablo, I don't know, I just wasn't feeling Kanye. I mean, he's come back around to me, you know. Every time again, when you hear people, you have to hear them in different lights. You have to also go do research that's outside of the normal box that which people would normally get their information from. When you judge every statement that somebody makes, if you're not out there doing research, you're just multiplying and magnifying whatever the public norm or statement is in any situation. And I like people who are outside the box thinkers. They make you think and view things in other ways that you normally would not view things. But Kanye is here, and he had a says Yeezus is coming. Kanye previews new album at private listening party in Las Vegas. I don't know if you guys seen any of the clips, but it looks like he's ready. People gave good reviews, but of course you would. It's celebrities. A lot of celebrities always gonna give good reviews. So, but with the way the reviews are coming out, I will say I probably will take a listen to this before I judge it. Kanye has been one of the greatest artists ever, hands down. One of the greatest catalogs ever, hands down. Nobody, in my opinion, is messing with Kanye's production. Uh, the fact that he never feels like something's perfected in the craft, I feel him from that aspect because I get into that box sometimes myself. When I'm making music, I feel like nothing's ever perfect, so I'm always trying to tinker and make it better. And people who listen to it and say, "Nah, you need to just go ahead and drop that, put it out. It's good already." And it be me in my head holding myself back. But Kanye sticking on that, he is a goat. He is a GOAT. There's no question. There's no way you can look around it or say anything different. I mean, dang, I wish I was out Vegas then, you know. I'm gonna be out Vegas soon. I wish I was out there for the listening party. That would have been dope. Maybe next time. But shout out to Kanye, you know. Hopefully he has some really great things to rap about. He just had a divorce. So I feel like that should put them in a mindset to be hungry. When people are going through traumatic situations, you can kind of expect them to come with some of their better artistry, and hopefully that's what we're going to get out of Kanye. That's what I'm expecting from Kanye. Other people may beg to differ, but I believe he's going to come with some fire. Hopefully, that's the expectation. But of course, expectations are always meant to be broke. Hopefully that's not the case in this situation. But this has been another episode of The L.I.M.E Show. I'm your boy, DJTheParkBoy. Make sure you go like, subscribe, comment, and share this video. Hit the email that's going to be left in the link so you can go ahead and submit topics or questions you would want my opinion on. I'm down to go ahead and answer other people's questions. I'll make sure I acknowledge you too throughout the show. To everybody watching, everybody supporting, everybody sharing, I really, really, really appreciate you. I greatly appreciate you. This is the baby steps to greatness, and you're gonna be along for the journey. I appreciate that. Watch it with me. And as I grow, I will hope to bring some of you along with me. You know, my fans have been amazing in every other aspect that I've done. So hopefully it cross over here. And again, y'all can grow with me and watch the journey. And I really appreciate everybody who tunes in and supports. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and share. This is the L.I.M.E Show. I'm DJTheParkBoy, and we out. Make sure y'all follow the Next Up Network too. I ain't want to leave without giving them their shout out. We out.